Hi guys, so this is a comparison of The Staircase. So there is a documentary, a limited series that is on Netflix from 2018, and then there is a new HBO kind of limited series live action adaptation of The Staircase with Colin Firth and a few other well-known actors and actresses as well, like Sophie Turner, and that just came out this year. The episodes are still going on, so a new one just came out this week, and the next one and final one, I believe, should be out next week. But I'm just gonna do a comparison between the two so far from what I have seen currently. I did post a video, but I have since kind of redone it because I wasn't too pleased with what I said previously, and so I kind of wanted to redo it and kind of restate some things, and so I'm redoing it here and it's going to be a little bit better. So the one on Netflix is an actual like documentary, and it's going to follow more on the case, following more on Michael Peterson. So the case is on Michael Peterson. He is an author, and what happened was his wife Kathleen fell down the stairs, and so at the scene of the crime, detectives and police officers come by, look at the scene, and they determine that it looks like a homicide. And of course, he was the only one there, so they are looking at him and they're like, okay, like what happened? So they're trying to figure out, okay, what could have happened, where, like, was she pushed, was there a weapon involved, what happened? And so with the Netflix limited series, it's an actual like documentary. It follows them, actually like feels artistically like camcorders like following them around. There is also backstory on Michael Peterson and his family, Kathleen, a little bit of Kathleen's family. We do you find out Michael and Kathleen were married previously. So Kathleen had a daughter from a previous marriage, Michael had 2 sons from a previous marriage, and Michael adopted 2 girls from when him and his wife, his first wife, lived in Germany. Their mom, so the 2 girls that they adopted, their dad died, and then the mom also, you find out she also fell down the stairs the same way Kathleen did, and Michael also was the last one to see her. And the Netflix documentary talks about that, as well as the HBO series. Now, more on the HBO series, so far from what has been going on, you find out what perspective you get more on the HBO series is you get from the point of Kathleen falling down the stairs, the point of starting the whole case trial. You do get the perspective of the kids a little bit more, and the family dynamic, which I thought was a different perspective, which of course, I mean, you're gonna get a different perspective in this case, since it is like live actors instead of just a documentary crew, and it more focusing on Michael Peterson, then, you know, in this case, it's live actors doing it, and it's like a portrayal of a family and the case. And so, in this case, a French crew also becomes interested, and they want to do like a documentary on it, and, you know, kind of follow the story and everything. So you get to see that perspective as well, and you get to see other people who are involved, like, you know, as in like the lawyer and neighbors, just slightly more supporting cast. I think that the HBO show, it, like, so my final thoughts so far, I don't mind the HBO portrayal, but me personally, just like as a true crime person, I enjoy the more documentary style. How the Netflix one is set up just like the HBO one with episodes. So, you know, it's kind of the same format in a sense. I just enjoy getting, I guess, that perspective more than just because I didn't care too much about learning about the French crew and that. I felt, I don't know, I didn't care too much about that. That's just me, kind of the extra little fluff to me. So that's just my personal opinion. Otherwise, the like performances are great, and it's basically just like based on a true, like any film that's like based on a true event. That's essentially what it is. So if you want to check it out, the episodes are still, like I said, ongoing on HBO Max. I wasn't sure if it was still going on. I was trying to make sure of that in my last video that I posted, and it was very unclear at the time, so I apologize for any inaccurate information on that. So that's why I wanted to redo this for, you know, accuracy and everything. So if you want more of like a documentary type style, I would recommend watching the Netflix one. If you want more of like, I would say, extra information, like about, you know, how the French crew got involved and wanted to do a documentary, and maybe getting extra portrayal on like Kathleen's family and maybe how the kids were feeling, then maybe the HBO one you might want. But also with the HBO one, it felt like there was a lot of hypotheticals, so it felt like, oh, if this was used, you know, this is how it was happened, or this is how Kathleen's death actually happened, or so it really at times felt not necessarily confusing, but at points it was almost like, what is actually true? So that is also one thing that I would also take into account at times. At least in my opinion, when I was watching it, it felt like almost what was actually happening. Or is it a different tale in the story? So feel free to leave your comments down below. And I apologize again for kind of redoing the video. And feel free to like and subscribe if you want, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.